Breaking news, we are going to check in with just a bit in Federal Hill, but first to check on the weather. Oh, actually, we're going to go to the breaking news. My apologies. Linda So out live this morning. Early this morning, we got the word that there was a fire in Federal Hill.
Yeah, this was just before 3:30 here at ABC2. It's on Battery Avenue. We've been working to get crews to the scene so we can give you a live report. Linda is there right now. Linda, are you with us?
Hi, Charlie.
Hey, go ahead.
A lot of fire trucks still here on the scene. We're at the corner of Giddings Street and Riverside Avenue. This fire happened in the 1200 block of Battery Avenue, which is a street up, a block up right there. Firefighters, about 80 of them, are here right now trying to get this fire out. The fire is not out yet. It is under control, but the problem here is this home, we're told, was filled with so much debris inside, a lot of clothing, cardboard, and wood, that it's really intensifying this fire. They're having a hard time putting it out. Here's what we know so far. This fire broke out at 3:30 this morning. It's a 3-story row home. We're told there was an elderly couple, their adult son, his wife, a 2-year-old boy and a 4-year-old girl all sleeping in this home when this fire happened. Everyone was able to get out safely. They did suffer minor smoke inhalation and had to be taken to a nearby hospital, but we're told their injuries are non-life-threatening. They will be okay. When firefighters arrived, they found intense fire, smoke just filling this home. And again, the problem here is that the fire is being ignited by all the debris that is inside the home. We're told that one firefighter almost fell off a ladder and hurt his ankle. He had to be taken to a nearby hospital. There were 2 dogs and 2 birds that died in this fire. We spoke with the relative of the family who says they believe the fire started on the first floor towards the back of the home. The detectors, smoke detectors, were working, and this fire did spread to both of the homes on each side of this row home. But again, still a very active scene here. We have about 80 firefighters on scene trying to take this fire out. We're told that the smoke detectors, again, were working. They'll be on the scene here for a couple hours. Several of the roads in this area are blocked off, so if you live in this area, do expect roads to be closed near the 1200 block of Battery Avenue. We'll bring you live updates coming up in the next half hour. We're live in downtown Baltimore. Linda So, ABC2 News.
And now, Maryland's most accurate forecast.
All right, let's talk about what's going on out there today, because we are definitely looking at plenty of sunshine as we go into time, but we are going to be seeing temperatures that are going to be on the chilly side this morning. But let's go ahead and start with the radar, because we are looking at dry times ahead this morning. That's what's going to be the scenario as we go through this morning, so you do not need that rain gear as you head out and about. Also, what we're going to be dealing with, again, temperatures that are on the coolish side this morning. We see what's going on here. You can see across the middle of the nation, we will begin to warm up nicely. This will advect our way as we go through today, and especially by tomorrow, temperatures are really going to warm things up. But speaking of those temperatures, let's go ahead and talk about what's going on this morning close to home, because we can see that we are definitely dealing with some chilly temperatures this morning in Columbia, coming in right around 49 degrees. And as we step into Edgemere, that temperature coming in at 48 degrees as well. That dew point at 42. We do have some very dry air in place. And our last stop this morning on the temperature tour comes into Mount Airy with that temperature right around 47 degrees. Again, dealing with some very dry air out there. You can see that dew point coming in right around 39 degrees. That's going to be the scenario this morning. Make sure you do have that heavy coat as you head out and about. And this is your planner. You're wondering what's going to be happening for lunchtime. If you're going to take that long break, do so. That temperature coming in at 65 degrees. Will be at 70 for a high temperature today, with plenty of sunshine in the forecast. Let's get a check now of the ABC2 Time Saver traffic with Lauren Cook. Good morning.
Good morning, Lynette. Well, as Linda mentioned, do expect heavy delays right now in Federal Hill. It's all due to a 2-alarm fire. It has shut down Battery Avenue between Giddings Street and East-West Street. If you are traveling in the neighborhood, use Durst Street or Riverside Avenue as your alternate routes. If you are using 95 to get downtown, no delays right now. And as we check in and take a live look at the Beltway here at Liberty Road, traffic's starting to pick up, but you are looking at just a 12-minute ride right now on the outer loop from 795 down towards 95. This is with the Beltway Beltway looks like in Parkville at Harford Road. Everything moving right along. Just 11 minutes right now to travel the outer loop from 95 all the way up to 83. There are no concerns right now if you are using the JFX to get into the city. 11 minutes as well to travel southbound from the Beltway all the way down to Fayette Street. That's a look at your traffic. Megan and Charlie, over to you.
We'll learn today if a tornado touched down in Harford County.
Yeah, strong winds from Friday night's storm brought down trees and did damage in the Jarrettsville area. And ABC 2 News' Sheree Johnson joins us now with more on this. And Sheree, just how bad was it?
Damage to report in the Baltimore area. It looks like there was only one target in Harford County, a house on Cox Road in Jarrettsville. Now today, the National Weather Service will determine if it was a tornado. Don Alcorn was the only one cleaning up storm damage this weekend. 2 large trees came down in his backyard. The TV antenna on his roof blew off, and the furniture on his front porch was tossed several feet. Now, the National Weather Service took pictures, spoke to witnesses to rate the damage and determine if it was a tornado.
The storm that we saw on radar, there was definitely rotation with it. There was a strong rotation signature at about 2,000 feet, and I am seeing trees that are folded over in different directions.
Now, once again, the National Weather Service will make the final call today on whether or not it was indeed a tornado. Sheree Johnson, ABC 2 News.
Streets to be safer, and the man who's now looking to be Baltimore's top cop is expected to be officially confirmed today. Last week, Commissioner-designate Anthony Batts answered questions from council members and from citizens. He was a former police chief in Long Beach, California. He also served as commissioner in Oakland. Well, if you have a teenager who is getting close to getting their license, there's a good chance you're losing sleep at night.
Yeah, and for good reason. Car crashes are the #1 killer of teenagers, so today something is being done. The Maryland Teen Safe Driving Coalition will host a strategic planning meeting and a workshop. It's all to discuss driving. So this is what it kicks off this morning. Again, teenage driving. It's going to be discussed at the Maryland MVA in Glen Burnie. The next time you fly out of town, you may notice the lines are moving a little bit quicker. That's because the TSA is replacing those old X-ray body scanners at some major airports and replacing them with newer ones. The TSA says the decision isn't due to safety concerns, but rather to speed up the process at busier airports.
Okay, some losses are tough to take, like the ones that happened in the final seconds. Just think about last year's AFC title game. Other games, they just start out ugly and only get worse, and yesterday was certainly the latter as the Ravens went deep into the heart of Texas for a matchup with the Houston Texans. Both teams started the day at 5-1, but Houston took the fight to Baltimore early, and they never gave up. Joe Flacco threw for 143 yards and had 2 picks, while Ray Rice could only muster 42 yards on the ground. There was just no answer Sunday against a Texans team that hit the Ravens defense in the air and on the ground.
Yeah, it's always frustrating when you lose, period. Obviously, when you lose like that, you know, you don't feel good about it. But, you know, like we said in the locker room, they all count the same no matter how you lose. Good thing for us in this one because, you know, we took one on the chin here.
What to say about that, other than they got after us and they beat us? Give them credit. They played excellent. We did not.
What is the saying, Megan? If it can go wrong, it will.
Exactly.
Started about 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Texans QB Matt Schaub threw for 250 yards. He had 2 scores. Arian Foster, who is now back healthy, he ran for almost a buck himself. He had 2 scores of his own. The Ravens are off this week before they head to Cleveland for a November 4th meeting with those Browns. Well, tonight, President Barack Obama and Governor Mitt Romney face off for the 3rd and final debate.
This one is in Boca Raton, Florida, and they're going to discuss foreign policy. ABC's Brandy Hitt has a preview.
It's their 3rd and final showdown, and tonight's presidential debate at Florida's Lynn University is focused on foreign policy, a topic that's already drawn fireworks.
It took the president 14 days before he called the attack in Benghazi an act of terror.
Get the transcript.
He did, in fact, sir. So
President Obama and Mitt Romney are expected to spar again over the attack on the U.S. consulate in Libya. And Iran will also be a hot topic after the New York Times reported the U.S. and Iran have agreed to one-on-one talks over its nuclear program.
Now Iran thinks they can go much faster and much harder than they used to think they could go.
The White House quickly denied a meeting is set, but added it is open to one-on-one talks.
And forcing now a set of sanctions to a point that Iran's economy is on its knees.
President Obama has been preparing for the debate at Camp David.
You ready?
Tails. And Mitt Romney in Florida, where he gave this advice during a football game between the press and staff.
Figure out which of their players is best and take them out early.
A new poll shows the president has a 5-point lead among registered voters. But another poll of likely voters shows the race is a dead heat at 47%.
I had a question, and the question was, how much did you cut them by?
You want me to answer?
And tonight, instead of circling each other, the candidates will be sitting for what many consider a make-or-break moment with 2 weeks until Election Day. Brandy Hitt, ABC News, Boca Raton, Florida.
Well, we all want to save money on our electric bill. There's no doubt about that, but we do have a warning for you today.
Yeah, if someone shows up at your front door offering a free home energy audit, do not fall for it.
A Dancing with the Stars contestant rushed to the hospital after falling during rehearsal. We're going to tell you how Melissa Rycroft is doing this morning.
Also, some unexpected weather had traffic moving at a snail's pace this weekend, where Mother Nature came knocking on some doors a bit earlier than expected.
And it's chilly this morning, but the warmer weather is making a comeback. I'll tell you how high the mercury will go coming up.
Well, Lynette, there are no delays right now on 83 here in Hunt Valley at Schwann Road, but we are dealing with accidents in Anne Arundel County as well as Howard County. I'll have all the details coming up next.
11 minutes after 6 right now. You're looking at a live picture of New York City's Times Square. Let's head up there right now for today's Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, big advanced sales for the Microsoft Surface. All 3 models of the tablet are sold out online, but you may be able to get one at a new Microsoft pop-up store Friday. The company is more than doubling its number of retail locations. Cell phone thefts are rising nationwide. They account for almost 50% of the robberies in San Francisco and 40% in New York. Wireless carriers and the FCC are working on a national database to track stolen devices, but it's more than a year away. The game Dishonored casts you as a bodyguard framed for murder. CNET's Dan Ackerman says the game relies more on stealth and cunning than action.
Dishonored is one of the most ambitious games of the year, and it's also one of the ones that really drew me in the most. It really got me involved in every decision I was making.
It's available for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and Microsoft Windows. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Sunny Hostin.
What's this?
That's my breakfast.
Really?
It's under 300 calories.
Why don't you try a warm, delicious delight sandwich with sausage, egg whites, and cheese instead?
This is really good.
It's also under 300 calories. Now everybody's happy.
300 calories never tasted so good. Delights by Jimmy Dean. Shine on.
She changed her dress 3 times, but all you notice is her beautiful, healthy skin. Jergens Ultra Healing Moisturizer makes even your driest skin look healthier instantly. With beautiful skin from Jergens, you'll always make an entrance. Jergens, the beautiful difference.
Quaker Yogurt Granola Bars. They're whole grain good and yummy good. Real fruit pieces, 12 grams of whole grains, and a creamy yogurt-flavored coating. Quaker Yogurt Granola Bars. Treat yourself good.
Only Mazda is so obsessed with the future of driving that it's revolutionizing everything. SkyActiv technology makes vehicles stronger with a top safety pick and more fuel efficient, like the 40 mpg Highway Mazda 3, without compromising performance. We build Mazdas. What do you drive? Now get the 2012 Mazda 3 with SkyActiv technology for 0% APR for 60 months.
Keep your family warm this winter and save energy with attic insulation from BGE Home. Call before November 4th and you can save 25% on blown-in attic insulation. Save energy and stay warm this winter. Call 1-888-BGE-HOME.
If you get an offer for a free or a low-cost energy audit, you may want to hold off. It could be a scam that's hitting homeowners across the country.
Yeah, ABC 2 News' Josie Sturman has the details on what you need to hear before deciding on whether to let an auditor have access to your house.
Debbie Cat wanted to cut back on her electric bill and make her house more energy efficient. So when someone appeared at her door offering a free home energy audit, she agreed.
He presented himself as if he were an official of some sort. He was with the state, or he was with the city, or he was with the local energy company.
But after a quick check of the attic, windows, and doors, the so-called auditor turned on the hard sell and told the Cats they needed to buy a $4,000 solar blanket for the attic. That's when they realized the auditor was really a salesperson.
I was mad that he misguided us.
Debbie was just one victim of what the Consumer Federation of America calls an emerging energy audit scam.
Scammers send consumers postcards or make phone calls offering them free energy audits that will save them hundreds of dollars a month on their utility bills.
Grant says the auditors often imply they're with a government agency or utility company.
Their real intent is to get into consumers' homes and sell them things like heat barriers that actually don't save them any money at all.
And shoddy work can be the result. These pictures were taken inside a home where investigators say the owner fell for a free energy audit scam and paid the company to put in insulation. Turns out the contractor was unlicensed and never returned to finish the job.
We've seen cases where work has not been completed fully, or where people were not actually benefiting from any of the savings they were told.
Phone solicitations for free home energy audits are among the fastest growing do not call list complaints around the country. Debbie said no to the sales pitch she got, but warns the people selling can be persistent.
The formula is that these people get in your house, and once they're in your house, it's hard to get them out of the house.
Josie Sturman, ABC 2 News.
Companies do offer legitimate free energy audits, but they most likely will never cold call or solicit you. You need to contact the gas or electric company to set that up. If anyone does come to your door, be sure to ask for proper ID to see whom he or she actually works for. We posted this story and others at our website, abc2news.com. For more information on other scams Josie's done in the past, head to that website and just click on the Money tab.
Winter is just around the corner, and if you need proof, because yesterday sure didn't feel like it, just check out these pictures. This is not Western Maryland. This is over the weekend where snow fell near Stevens Parks in the Washington Mountains. Now, some areas got up to 5 inches of snow, and crews, they were prepared. Plows quickly hit the roadways and cleared everything out.
This was certainly nothing we saw around here. Weather this weekend was perfect after the storms moved through Friday.
It was gorgeous, and what great timing, especially since yesterday.
Absolutely. Race for the Cure couldn't have been better.
Exactly, and we're going to continue it. It's going to be chilly this morning, guys, and we're going to see plenty of sunshine in the forecast for the next several days. But let's start you out west, where we were talking about that snow. Yes, not only across the Pacific Northwest, but also we're seeing some snow in the higher elevations of California as well. But as we bring it back close to home, nothing of the sort. We're not even dealing with any clouds out there this morning. Mainly clear skies. All that will be sunshine once that sun rises this morning. Temperatures right now are chilly. 46 degrees in Reisterstown and 48 in Ellicott City. Germantown coming in at 44, 45 in Frederick this morning, and 47 in Annapolis. The low to mid 40s in Easton, Chestertown, and Havre de Grace. Good morning to you. You're at 49 degrees. So we're chilly right now, but as that jet stream retreats back up to the north, it will usher in some warmer air today, and that will continue through this week. So we are going to have a nice week if you like the warm weather. Let's head to the tropics, where we are dealing with a little bit of trouble here, and you can see it this complex of showers, some storms, some unsettled weather. This will become, in the next 48 hours or so, an 80% chance of becoming Sandy. So this will start to slide off towards the north, and this could be bringing us some unsettled weather as we head into next weekend, but we'll definitely keep you updated on that information. But for today, nothing unsettled, nothing disturbing whatsoever. There's plenty of sunshine in the forecast, and that's what we're going to see as we go through the remainder of today. So by this afternoon, we're talking temperature right around 65 degrees, and that temperature will shoot up from there. I'm forecasting a high today at 70 degrees. It's going to be above average this afternoon, and the 7-day forecast looks nice, but by Sunday, again, that's where we'll be watching Sandy. Lots of sunshine. All right, let's get a check now of that traffic with Lauren. Good morning.
Good morning, Lynette. Well, we are off to a chilly start, and unfortunately, traffic is really starting to pick up. We are dealing with an accident right now in Anne Arundel County. It's right along the southbound lanes of Route 3 at Route 175, and in Howard County, there's a crash on Columbia Pike right along the northbound lanes. That's going to be right at Route 108. If you're traveling on Interstate 70, no delays from Columbia Pike all the way over to 695. And this is how traffic's shaping up right now on the northwest corner of the Beltway. That outer loop starting to congest here at Old Court Road. That will continue as you make the drive down towards Route 40. And this is what the Harrisburg Expressway looks like in Hunt Valley at Schwann Road. Everything moving right along. No delays as you do head down to the Beltway and get onto the JFX. That is a look at your ABC2 Time Saver traffic. Megan and Charlie, over to you.
All right, parents, you know this. Kids seem to grow up so fast.
Yeah, but get this, they really do, because a new study finds that boys are hitting puberty as early as 9 years old. Previous studies have already linked overweight children with the early onset of puberty. That was in girls. Now, this remains to be seen if that's the case with boys, but researchers say the findings stress the importance of regular checkups.
But if you've got an 8, 9, or 10-year-old who's getting treated like a 13, 14, 15-year-old when they still have just the body of an older kid but the brain of a younger kid, parents and adults have to help protect that kid and emotionally prepare them for their size as well.
Complete findings for this study are found in the Journal of Pediatrics.
Bachelor star Melissa Rycroft is recovering from a head injury. She was rushed to the hospital after a fall during rehearsals for Dancing with the Stars yesterday. The mother of one is one of the 8 celebrities remaining in the All-Star edition of the show. No word yet on whether she'll be performing the 2 numbers tonight. The show airs at 8 o'clock right here on ABC2. And our own Lynette Charles, you know, will be watching.
I know. Every time we say Dancing with the Stars, she has to plug her ears and go la 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 la. All right, well, stay with us this morning because coming up next is the kind of story that we all need to hear before we head out the door and start our day.
Just ahead, we're going to tell you how one act of kindness at a register turned into a full-blown movement.
Also ahead this morning, they're not just a pair of sneakers, they will change this man's life. We're going to tell you why they were so hard to come by and why they were so expensive.
As a pastor, my support for Question 6 is rooted in my belief that the government should treat everyone equally. I would not want someone denying my rights based upon their religious views. Therefore, I should not deny others based upon mine. It's about fairness. This law does not force any church to perform a same-sex marriage if it's against their beliefs. And that's what this is about, protecting religious freedom and protecting all Marylanders equally under the law. Join me in voting for Question 6.
Good morning, it's Kyle. How can I help you? Well, I can tell you it's busy. I mean, there's a lot going on. Great Chevys, great time to buy. Well, and of course you're going to get a great deal. Yeah, no, that's what we're known for.
See your Baltimore area Chevy dealers. Now, well-qualified lessees can get a 2012 Cruze LS for around $149 per month for 24 months. EPA estimated 36 mpg highway. So anyway, I've been to a lot of places. You know, I've helped a lot of people save a lot of money. But today, things have been a little strange. Meep, meep. Meep, meep. What a strange place.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You can't argue with nutrition you can see. Great Grains.
Great Grains cereal starts whole and stays whole. See the seam? More processed flakes look nothing like natural grains.
I'm eating what I know is better nutrition.
Great Grains. Search Great Grains and see for yourself.
Hello, Tinata here to say that high utility bills are not a good option. Having old, inefficient windows in your home, not a good idea. Having Thompson Creek windows in your home, now that's a great idea. Call my friends at Thompson Creek Window Company so you can start saving today.
If you've been involved in an automobile accident, visit CochranFirm.com to learn more about your legal rights or call the Cochran Firm, 1-800-THE-FIRM.
How does it brew such great coffee?
Well, inside the brewer are these green fields of coffee.
Actually, I just pressed this button. Brew what you love. Simply Keurig.
Lamb, thanks for staying with us. You never know how one act of generosity can change someone's life.
Yeah, and a woman's decision to help a stranger sparked a string of good deeds. At the checkout at a Target store, it turns out that a customer's credit card was denied. That bill then quietly went paid by a stranger. Deborah Duvall, she was behind the cash register at the time.
I'm like, it's a lot. It's $161.85. And she said, that's okay. I've needed help before, and I want to help them.
Now, the generous stranger left before the family did, and it was Deborah's job to tell them their debt was paid in full. That inspired a struggling family to then spread that act of kindness to other people. People in line began paying it forward, including 2 teenagers. Deborah shared the story on her Facebook page, and the Target fan page also that had it too. 9 days later, that story has gone viral.
All right, well, it has more than 242,000 likes, it turns out, on Facebook, and 17,000 comments. We all need inspiration and good news like that.
Absolutely.
That's just proof.
You see someone who needs help, help them, paying it forward. What's going on, Lauren?
Well, today's caption, this picture, it's a great, great photo. It was sent in by Bob and Carol Quintal. It's of their grandsons. They're adorable. Absolutely adorable. Take a look at the picture right now. Now, little Charlie and Jude, they love to go fishing together. We posted this picture on Facebook. It's generated a lot of comments. Donnie Barrett wrote in saying, you should have seen this fish. It was this big. Nicole Baptist saying, we're going to need a bigger boat. Lisa Garland, we have to catch dinner tonight. And Rebecca Anderson, her caption was, I believe in you, bro. Now go get the big one. Please keep your captions coming. And I do need some caption this photos for this week. So email yours to Pix, P-I-X, at WMAR.com. Thanks again to Bob and Carol Quintal for sending in this great picture.
All right, Megan, do you remember this story?
Yes, I love this story.
Yeah, he is now the proud owner of some $25,000 sneakers. They were a gift, but the 7'8" 8 1/3, excuse me, 7'8" 8 1/3, like the third of an inch matters. This guy from Minnesota says they are now life changers. A team of 10 designed used the laser technology and molds to custom make 3 pair of sneakers for this guy.
Yeah, they are a size 24 and they are personalized with his name. The last time this 30-year-old fit into a pair of Reeboks was in the 3rd grade.